pot was boiling, bubbles rising, steam escaping, but something wasn't right. Mama Kike stood over it, eyes fixed, as flies circled the rim, landing boldly on the spoon she hadn't touched in hours. Her face was blank, almost frozen. Then suddenly, the door creaked open. Footsteps echoed on the floor. It was Kofi. It wasn't supposed to be there. He stopped halfway, his eyes widening in shock as he looked from the pot to the dirty plate piled high, to the sink dripping with brown water. Silence filled the room. Only the bruising of fly could be heard. And in that moment, Kofi knew what he had just seen would change everything in Ilaratown. Once upon a time, there was a small blue shop called Blue Pots. Mama Kike ran that shop. She kept the dining room spotless, white clothes, shiny plates, and smiles. The food tasted like home, but behind the curtain, the kitchen was a mess. Pan piled high, plates crusted with old food, a sink that leaked, and flies that knew every corner. For a long time, people did not know. Their heads and left full. Nana was one of those that always depends on Mama Kike's food. Nana worked 9 to 5 in an office. She left early and come home late. She did not know how to cook. No time, no patience, no skill. So, every day at noon, she would stop by Blue Pots and buy food. 1 plate for herself, 1 for her husband, 2 plates for her children. Nana loved the Blue Pots. She trusted the food. She trusted Mama Kike. Mama Kike was a woman of stories. She laughed loud. She called customers by name. She served food with smile. The dining room of the Blue Pot restaurant was always clean. White clothes, shiny plates, neat spoon. The front looked proud. People liked the front. People liked to sit and eat and feel at home. But the Blue Pot had a secret. Behind the curtain, where the pots live, the truth was different. The kitchen, the place no customer saw, was a mess. Pans staked like tired man, plates crusted with old food, a sink that refuses to drain, flies that knew every corner. The cooking area was cramped and dirty. And Mama Kike, she kept the front clean and she ate the back. She said, "It is fine." People ate, people left full. For a long time, that was enough. One market day, the sun sat high. Into the shop came Kofi. Kofi was a trader helper. He was new in the town. That day, tired from working, he came into the Blue Pot restaurant to grab what to eat. And after eating, he asked for the toilet. He asked the waiter, and the waiter pointed. The sign was small. Kofi was in a hurry. He took a shortcut and he walked right into the kitchen. Friends, picture this. A man pushing through a back door, thinking it is a toilet, and finding flies, stacked plates, a spoon left in a sauce. Imagine his face. His mouth went small like coin. Shock was a cold hand on his throat. Kofi left fast. He ran out like a man chased by a bad dream. He told 3 people. Those 3 people told 3 more. The story spread quick, faster than a market cart. The Blue Pot's kitchen is flittery. They cried, flies, unwashed plates, eating dirt. And the town listened. Parents want their children to stay away from Mama Kike's shop. Nana heard the news that same day. Papers on her desk, thinking about the meeting she had. At noon, her mind said, Blue Pot restaurant. She remembered the jollof she loved, but the rumors had reached her phone. A friend texted, "Have you heard? A man named Kofi said the kitchen is bad." Nana's stomach did a small jump. She felt fear, not for herself, for her children. She loved that food, but she loved her children more. That evening, after office, Nana did not rush home to cook. She did not rush to Blue Pot either. She took her family, husband and 2 children, and they went to the hospital. She walked with worry, with a heavy bag. Doctors checked. The test came back, all fine. The doctor said, "Your children are fine, madam. No food poisoning. We leave it, Nana, like a rain on dry ground." She breathed for the first time in days, but relief did not chase away doubts. Nana sat at the hospital bench and thought of the pot and spoon and flies. She thought of her little one. She thought I cannot depend only on what others sell. So Nana made a choice. This is the bit you must feel, she said. I will learn. From fear, she made a ladder called learning. She signed up at a small community class. She bought pots. At night, she would practice. She boiled, she tasted, she stirred. She burnt a few pan and laughed. She learned patiently. She learned how to make her favorite dishes. Back had blue pots. Business had changed. Chairs were empty. The frail shone was clean clothes, but no coin jiggled. Mama Kike sat behind the counter and watched the doorway. A coin jolting, her hands shaking. The truth of the kitchen had made a bruise on her pride. Creditors came. They asked for money. Mama Kike tried to explain. She said, "We are clean now." People were not yet ready to believe. Days passed. The market paused. The rumors didn't work. The Blue Pot restaurant was losing customers. Now, the city rules were sharp. Picture traveled fast. The market spoke. Some angry people complained to the health board. The city inspectors came. They asked for license and paper. They dug into old records. They opened folders and read. Past mistakes were found. Missing permits, old violation, paperwork in heavy law. Even cleaning now could not stop a shop from being closed down. One morning, the city officials put a bold notice on the Blue Pot restaurant door. Temporary close. No food for sale. They padlocked the door. The restaurant looked small and sad. Mama Kike stood by the gate and her hands empty. Blue Pot felt a silence like a closed book. People argued. Some said the city was harsh. Some said rules must be kept. Mama Kike wept. She could not sell from that place again. That was the bitter truth. Back to Nana. Nana had been learning to cook. Due to what had happened in her favorite restaurant, where she buy food for her and her kids, Nana now promised herself never to eat outside. No matter how busy she is at work, she would still come back home to cook. So Nana made a choice that surprised even her herself. She started cooking to the office. Meanwhile, Mama Kike shop was still shut down. Years later, the padlock of Blue Pot restaurant still stood. People cooked in their homes. The shop was locked. Mama Kike could not sell from the building anymore. That was the hard truth. And Nana stopped being a 9-to-5 worker who bought food. She became a woman who cooks for her children. She took fear and turned it into work. She fed her family with pride. This is the end of this story. Mama Kike's story showed that hiding debts and shortcuts can cost you everything. Her shop was locked and she could no longer sell food because people lost trust. The lesson is clear. To be clean, be honest, and fix problems before they grow. Trust is harder to win back than money. Thank you so much for watching the story once again. Please do not forget to like the story and comment your thought about the story. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel. See you next time. Bye.